Hi boys and girls, this is lesson 13.2. We're going to be talking about box plots today. Now it's not the same as a dot plot which we did in chapter 12. It's different. So you're going to see one in just a few minutes. Your objective is I can display my data in a box plot. So here is a diagram of a box plot. Now when I was in school we called these box and whisker plots. And I always thought that was a cool name because it reminded me of like a cat or a bunny or something. And so the reason why it's called a box and whisker plot is because you have a box and then there's these little whiskers. Okay, so if that helps you, go ahead and do that. So first of all, I need you to copy this diagram into your notebook. Okay, I'm going to explain all of the parts of the box plot, but I really need you to label it in your notebook because it will be great for you to come back and look at, especially if you get to use your notebook on your work check. Okay, so pause your video now and go ahead and copy this down. And then I'm going to talk about it. Alright, so now that you've copied your diagram into your notebook, what you want to look at first is here is your data set. Now all of these numbers are in numerical order from least to greatest. And the first thing that they did was they found the median or the middle number. The median was 35. They marked 35 on their number line at the bottom. They marked 35 as their middle. And then they marked their smallest number, 25, as their least, and the greatest number as 43, which was their greatest. Now, where the box lies, so there's the whiskers. Now you need to draw the other part of the box. Now this is what's called the lower quartile. So you look at the smallest number all the way up until the median, and you find the median of the bottom half of your data. So we look in the middle, we have 25, 33, 26, 30, and that gives us 29. We put a dot there, that's our lower quartile. Then we look at the top half of the data from the median all the way to the greatest number, and we find the middle number, which is 37. We put that on our diagram, and that's our upper quartile. Once we've done that, we put a box around the lower quartile and the upper quartile, and then we draw lines or our whiskers to our least and our greatest. Okay, that is a box and a whisker plot. So make sure again that you've drawn that diagram, and now I'm how to do it on your own. So you need to copy these steps into your notebook because again, these will be very, very helpful for you to use when you are using your notebook on your homework, on your practice, and hopefully on your work check. You need to, and then we'll go through all of the steps. So pause now, copy these into your notebook. Okay, now that you've copied these steps into your notebook, you've already read that you're going to find the median, you're going to find the lower quartile, and then you're going to find the upper quartile. So do an example of how to do this. First of all, here's our data set. And to find the median, I need to put the data in order and find the middle number. So I'm going to pause my video real quick and put these numbers in order, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here I've put my numbers in order from least to greatest, and I want to find the median. Now remember, to find the median, I'm looking for the middle number. So if I cross off one from the least, one from the greatest, one from the least, one from the greatest, one from the least, and I'm going until I get to the middle. Now I have two numbers in the middle, 10 and 14. What's halfway between 10 and 14? The answer is 12. So here our median is 12. That was my first step. Now once I found the median, I need to find the lower quartile. So I'm going to look at the data from the smallest number, which is 4, to the median, which is 12. Well, in this case, we're going to stop at 10, okay? And I'm going to write those out. 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Now I need to find the median of these numbers. So I take one from the small, one from the big, one from the small, one from the big, and it leaves me with 8. So my lower quartile is 8. Now to find the upper quartile, I look at the data from the median to the upper number. Okay, so I'm looking at these numbers here. So this was my lower quartile. Here's my upper quartile. Okay, so I've got 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And then I find the median. I take one here, take here, take here, take here. And my median for my upper quartile is 16. So a lot of your assignments today are going to ask you to find the median, the lower, and the upper quartiles. And that's all you have to do. This one is actually on your, I believe it's on your homework. It might be on your own. I can't remember for sure where I pulled these numbers, but I think it's on your homework page. So make sure that if you have it on your homework that you use those numbers, because I just gave you the answer. All right, now here's an example of the story problem. In 1885, a pair of jeans cost $1.50. Now today, that's a really good price, first of all. $1.50 for a pair of jeans. Woo! Today, the cost of jeans vary greatly. The chart lists the price of jeans at several different stores. What are the median, lower quartile, and upper quartile of the data? So they're asking you exactly what we just found on the last page. You already know how to do that, so you should be able to do this with me. So here's your data. Here's the price of jeans. Some people pay $35, $28, $42, $50, $24, $75. Woo, those are expensive. Pants, $47, $32, and is that $60? Yeah, $60. So in order to find the median, your step one is you want to order those numbers from least to greatest. Oh my goodness, look, they did it for me. And then you're going to circle the number, which is the median, the middle number. So I'm going to cross one off here, one off here, one off here, one off here. Okay, I'm just trying to find the middle number. And there it is. The median is $42. Okay. So now that I found the median, let's find the upper quartile. Now remember, I'm looking at, here's my median. I'm looking at all these numbers below the median. So, let's do the lower quartile first. So I've got 24, 28, 32, and 35. So here I've run into a problem. 28 and 32, I don't have a number in the middle, so I am going to find the mean of those. I'm going to find what's in between those two numbers. Okay, so I'm going to divide it by 2. I'm going to add them together and divide by 2. 28 plus 32, that would leave me 30, it would be 60. 60 divided by 2. My lower quartile is 30. That makes sense. 30 is halfway between 28 and 32. And then my upper quartile is, I'm going to switch to blue so we can see the difference. Here's the upper. I've got 47, 50, 60, and 75. Cross one off, cross one off. Okay, we've got 50 and 60. So I could say to myself, what's halfway between 50 and 60? It's 55. If you didn't know that, you could do 50 plus 60 and divide it by 2, okay, which would give you 110 divided by 2, which gives you 55. But I like to just think, well, what's halfway? So our median is up here, $42. The lower quartile is $30. And the upper quartile is $55. And it's as simple as that. Now, if you have any questions, please ask, because this will be so difficult if you don't ask your questions. Now, if you think it is too simple and you can't do your homework, you need to make sure you go back and re-watch the videos and ask your questions. I feel like this stuff is fairly easy, but it's also 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm really tired. So hopefully it's making sense. You need to make sure you ask. Now here is when the book taught us what a box plot was. You guys already know and have seen it, but here's a box plot for the problem about the jeans. So you'll notice, see where the median was 42. Let's see if I can get my laser out here. Okay, there we go. The median was 42, so that's where they put their middle dot. Okay, was at 42. They put their lower quartile at 30. Their upper quartile at 55. And those are these numbers up here. And then they put a big box around that. Then they said, well, what was the lowest price jean? It was, I think, $24. What was the highest price gene? Was $75. And then they drew their whiskers out from the box plot. Now, I have done box plots in college. When I was going to college, we did box plots about different data relating to education. So this is something that you're actually going to use, especially in college. So to know how to read and to draw one is very, very important. So here's one more example, and then I'll have a couple of try-it problems for you. In this example, we're going to make the box plot. The data set below represents the ages of the top 10 finishers in a 5K race. It's about a 3-mile race. Use the data to make a box plot. Okay, so the top 10 runners, so these are how old they were. There's a 33-year-old, 18, 21, 23, 35, 19, 38, 30, 23, and 25. Now the first thing I notice is that they're not in order. So I need to go ahead and put these 10 numbers into an order. Order the data from least to greatest. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Looks like the youngest person was 18. I had a 19-year-old. Ooh. 21. 23. Looks like there's two 23-year-olds. And 25, right? 25. 30-year-olds. 33-year-olds. 35. And 38. Now let me just count those, make sure I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I have 10 people. And then I'm going to find the median and the lower and upper quartiles. So to find the median, I find the middle number. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. Looks like between 23 and 25. Well, what's halfway between 23 and 25? It is 24. So our median, I'm going to write down here. Our median is 24. Now I'm going to take a look at these top 5, or the lower quartile. I'm going to label that the LQ. Halfway would be 21. And then the upper quartile, we'll call it the UQ. The middle number would be 33 right there. Okay, now we have a number line already drawn for us, which is awesome. I'm going to switch colors here. Let's see, I'll go purple, that's fun. So you already draw the number line. Above the number line, plot a point for the least value. Well, the least number was the 18-year-old. The 18-year-old was the youngest person. So I'm going to draw a point there on 18. And then it says to draw the lower quartile. My LQ was 21. So that looks about there. And then the median, which was 24. About there. And the upper quartile, which was the UQ, was 33. And then my highest number, it looks like the oldest person was 38. It's pretty old to be running a 5K, I guess. All right, now I need to make my box around my upper and lower quartile. Oops. I'm not very good at this. And then draw the whiskers. Okay, and that's how you draw a box and whisker plot. All right, you ready? So the first one I'm going to have you do is you're just going to find the median, the lower quartile, and the upper quartile. So make sure you first put them in order, because if you just find the middle number here, it's going to be wrong because they're not in order. Let's put them in order first, find the middle number, and then find your lower and upper quartile. I'm going to pause the video, and when I come back, you will be done. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put all my numbers in order, and I'm sure that's what you did first of all as well. To find my median, I looked for my middle number, which led me to 25. Now my lower quartile was 13 to 24. So I'm looking for the mean of these two numbers here. Oops. So what's halfway between 20 and 24? Which would be 22. And then my upper quartile, 37 to 56, I'm looking for halfway between 43 and 49. If I'm not sure, I can do a quick average. 43 plus 49 leaves me with 92, and then I'm going to divide it by 2. What's half of 92? Looks like 46. So it would be 46. Would be your upper quartile. Okay? So hopefully you got those ones correct. The last, you need to find the median, lower quartile, upper quartile, and then draw a box plot. Please write down your data set and then draw your box plot as your answer. And pause your video now, and I will help you with the answer if you're not sure. So I went ahead and already solved the median, lower quartile, and upper quartile. So I put the numbers in order. I found the median, and then in the lower quartile I found halfway between 48 and 50 was 49, and then the upper quartile I found halfway between 60 and 62 was 61. So I'm going to show you how to draw the box plot if you didn't do it already. So I'm going to put a dot at 51. Okay, now that's my median. These dots are so hard to draw this small. Then I'm going to put for my lower quartile a dot at 49. Right there about. And this is so hard with this pen. And then a dot at 61, which would be right about there. And then this is where my box is. The box of my box plot. Now my whiskers, remember, go to my lowest number, which is 46. I draw a little whisker, and then my upper number, which is 65, which is right there. Then you draw a little whisker out. And that's how you do the box and whisker plots. Alright, boys and girls, that's the end of this video. I hope you understand how to find those lower and upper quartiles and how to draw a box and whisker plot. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If not, good luck with your homework and doing all the rest of those assignments. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.